5 principles about money you must know if you want to earn more. Money is a very controversial subject today, but we can't deny that we need money to do almost everything in life. Like King Solomon said, money answers all things, and our economies run on money. But when we talk of money, people easily draw themselves back with sometimes scriptures like money is the root of all evil. But really, that is misquoted. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. Money in itself has no problem. I guarantee you, if you can master these principles and bring them at the core of your heart, you will certainly begin to multiply your earnings. Number 1 principle is to detach your emotions from money. One of the biggest reasons why many people who are poor remain poor is because we have an emotional attachment to money, and it comes in various ways. One of the ways is many people don't get rich because emotionally they feel the moment they have more money, family members will be coming to them and they'll be having more problems, they'll be having more issues to handle, they'll have to be taking care of people. So they prefer to be at a stable zero state where they have just enough to live by, so they have no responsibility. So that is an emotional attachment to money, thinking and fearing that money is going to bring you problems. But not really. If you master the subject of money, then you master budgeting. You have nothing to be anxious about having more, because with a budget, you know how much you're giving, you know how much you're investing, you know how much you're saving. There is nothing to be emotional about it. You go strictly logically when it comes to money. And another part of being emotional about the subject of money is really getting to love money. One thing you should do is keep money in your pocket, like a wise man said, and not in your hand. The moment money gets into your heart, then there is a big problem. That is where it becomes the love of money, and it becomes the root of all evil. So see to it that you detach emotions from money and keep money in your pocket. The second principle that should help you earn more money is to think abundance, not scarcity. This is very vital. Think abundance in terms of abundance and not in terms of scarcity. Take, for example, you're earning, say, $100, and then you're dedicated to helping somebody with about $20 every month. And then all of a sudden, you get another commitment. Maybe you hear from God to say, okay, increase your commitment to $40, and you begin to think $60 won't be enough for me. That is scarcity mentality. Or you can think in abundance and say, okay, if I have to increase my commitment, then it means I need to increase my earnings from maybe $100 to $300. So you realize that thinking for $100 you're going to be giving away $40. It looks very tight and very scarce. But if you think for giving away $40, you're going to expand your earning to $300. Look for ways, look for ideas, look for opportunities to increase what you earn. Then it becomes very easy. So there is the 2 different thought patterns between those who have more and those who don't have. We think in terms of scarcity. If I give, I won't have. If I engage on this, I won't have enough. But the person who thinks abundance thinks, I can always go out there and look for ways to get more. I can always think of something to expand. So don't reduce yourself to live by your means. Rather, expand your means. That is a famous quote by Robert Kiyosaki. Don't force yourself to be reduced to living by your means, whereas you can expand your means and actually get to live better and help many others. The third principle is to expand your money blueprints. This is very important because King Solomon said, as he thinks in his heart, so is he. If you think you can never afford certain things, then you will never afford them. If you think a certain amount of money is too big for you, then life will see to it that that kind of money never comes to you. And that is very typical. So you must see that you expand your money blueprint. In a book like Secret of the Millionaire Mind, T. Harv Eker actually talks about how we inherit our money blueprints from our parents, and that is basically why people from poor homes end up with higher chances of being poor, and those from rich homes get higher chances of being rich because of the blueprints that we receive from our parents. Basically, improving your blueprints is getting exposure, getting to think, getting to mix around with people who have more, so you can actually know in your mind that this is possible. You don't necessarily have to think of those who have more as greedy or evil people. There are many people who have more and also give more, and they are very generous. So if you expand your blueprints, take some time, go to expensive places and just hang around and let your mind absorb that this is possible, you can also have this. The next principle is to become a giver. Not that you give, you become a giver, because giving is the action. Becoming a giver is a state of being. It's a pattern of life. So the moment you become a giver is the moment when you understand that nothing that you have is really yours, because in the kingdom God owns everything. He owns everything, because he says nothing we have that we did not receive. So right from birth we receive everything that we ever have. So there is really, in a sense, no self-made millionaire, because whatever you have, you received it, because many people took the same path but were not very fortunate. So you need to understand that nothing you have is yours, and so you become a giver to know that you're not attached to the things you own. If God says give this out, you're ready and excited to give it away, because indeed giving is the only way to increase. And the wise man said, we don't give because we have, but we give because that is the way to have. And the last principle is to think in terms of value. Think in terms of value. This is very typical and separates the rich from the poor, because the rich man looks at things in terms of value. Why? Because just like many people have been advocating in this century, money that we have is not real. That paper is just an agreement. It's just something that has been written to say, okay, let's agree that this will be our currency of exchange, but it's not tied to anything. So what you get as the service you pay for, it's real. The food you get, the transportation service you get, whatever you get after giving that currency, that is real, but that paper is not real. So think in terms of the value you're getting and not just in terms of money. Then in that case, you begin to think in terms of time, because time is really the real resource you have. If you're working per hour, you only have a limited number of hours a day. But if you're thinking in terms of value, instead of using your 2 hours to do something by yourself because you're trying to save $20, you can instead outsource that thing, and then you use your 2 hours to think and come up with something that can actually give you $100 instead of the $20 you're trying to exchange for your 2 hours. With those 2 hours, there is unlimited possibilities or resources that 2 hours can add to your life. So you're thinking in terms of value. So those are the 5 principles about money, which if you can master and get them printed in your heart, you're very much on course to start earning more. I'd just like you to share in the comments below, which of these principles do you think really touches you and is the one you're going to really begin to work on it the first. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and see you in our next video.